Hello and welcome back to another video here with me, Arne Huschenbeth. We are playing World's Standard Deck Lists. There have been a ton of interesting decks, techs, certain things that people are trying, things that I didn't have on my radar, and we can jump into all those lists. That's what I'm gonna do in the next coming days. Team Handshake wasn't sure what to play. They played 3 different decks. I thought they would play Esper Midrange. Turns out none of them played Esper Midrange. Esper Midrange, nonetheless, was a very successful deck, even though it put up the highest numbers, also put up good numbers. I think it made like multiple copies in the top 8, but not Esper Midrange is what I have in front of me right now. This is Greg Orange's blue, white, splash green control deck that he top 8'd World Championship with. As of the recording of this video, he hasn't won it yet, or you know, it's after the conclusion of day 2, so I don't know what happened. We'll see when the video comes out. You won't know. Yeah. Anyways, worlds won't have concluded yet, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, let's talk about the deck list. So we have normal blue-white control stuff, but we have the little twist of playing all these triumphs, which are all planes, so they all work with Leyline arms, and then also work with Leyline Binding. This has been a thing already for, you know, the recent past, that you just play blue-white control and you play it with a different mana base to allow yourself to play Leyline and Leyline arms to have really, really good removal. And then, of course, Sunfall is just spectacular, one of the best sweepers we had in a long time in Standard, really. And the green card, the new one, Up the Beanstalk. I really wanted to try this. I haven't played Ramp yet for the channel since Wells of a Drain came out. We saw Team Channel Fireball also playing Up the Beanstalk. So yeah, I'm probably gonna try that list as well in the future. But hey, now I have my hands on the new card. And I'm playing it in a blue-white control deck. I mean, this is just a dream come true. I'm super excited for this deck. So, what else do we have? We have March and Syncopate, which are X spells, which work kind of nicely with Up the Beanstalk, right? You can even cheapen March by exiling, I don't know, a redundant copy of Emperor, and then have Beanstalk in play and exile something. It doesn't even have to have the mana cost. You could exile a free drop, make it cost 5, right? And then just instantly draw a card with Up the Beanstalk. It doesn't work with Syncopate. You actually need to pay the 5 mana for Syncopate. But hey, if you do, you get to draw a card with Beanstalk. And yeah, the deck is really reliant on the Beanstalk, I would say, because if you look at the amount of card advantages, it's just these 6 spells that draw you cards. You can cycle the lands in the late game, which is nice against flooding. And then you have Emperor and Horned Loch-Whale as somewhat 2-for-1s. Loch-Whale, not a card I'm super impressed by, not a card I'm a big fan of, but I can see it with the Up the Beanstalk, giving you a cheap removal, and then later on drawing you a card with Up the Beanstalk makes it a pretty reasonable play, I would say. So yeah, this is Greg Orange, blue-white control. I mean, he's an absolute control master. He always plays it. He was pretty successful with the deck. I don't know exactly his record, but he probably went like 6-2 or something. And yeah, sideboard, we have the Chromos Seedshark. I mean, this card is just phenomenal, especially if you play Leyline Binding. Just absolutely insane combination. Sunset Revelry, Memory Deluge number 2, probably for control mirrors. A Hullbreaker Horror, also for blue mirrors. Eternal Wanderer for mid-rangey matchups. Hullbreaker Horror, yeah. Elspeth Smite, some counter spells, Knockout Blow, just mono red hate. And then some various spells here. 1 Mirrex in the main deck, Otawara, Eiganjo, of course. 27 lands in total with 9 cycling lands. We also have the Boseiju in here, because why not? Really nice spell land that does most importantly hit the new man lands, which, you know, see plenty of play. Alright guys, let's play some with Greg Orange's Bant control deck. I'd like to play first, yes. Ooh, blue-green hand. I have the Veil, I have a Memory Deluge. I think I'm okay because I have the Deluge, so if I draw any land, I can cast that. That should be okay. I can draw Beanstalk. It's really nice. Okay, there's a blue-white land, so it's good, it's good. Are we playing the mirror match? That'd be funny. Could just be ramp. Alright, gotta play the Boseiju here. Sitting pretty with Negate and Dissipate. I like that. And let's go. Oh, you have an Emperor. That's actually pretty annoying. Beanstalk and lands and an Emperor. I think I'm gonna take Beanstalk and lands. I have Sunfall to buy myself a lot of time against this this 2/2. I don't need the Emperor right now. I'm just gonna play the tap land. What creature could they play that's threatening here? Any creature they can play, I can just counter. Sorry, I can Sunfall then, so I think it's fine. Oh, they have Beanstalk. Yeah, I think I'm gonna counter that. Maybe it might just be the mirror match. That's funny. I mean, everybody has access to the lists. It's funny that I just run into a mirror match immediately. Okay. Yeah, it's got to be at this point. This is just a mirror match. Well. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of one of these tokens, the bigger one, of course. So I gotta be aware of counter spells, Syncopate, make disappear 2 copies, 1 Negate, 1 Dissipate, 4 Emperor. But yeah, I'm not too worried. Like, as long I have the card advantage engine, I have Beanstalk, I have a Memory Deluge, my opponent doesn't have any of that. Oh, never mind. Well. So I could do it for 1 more to draw a card with Beanstalk, but I think I'm happy just not doing that because I want to keep up the Dissipate. Although there's nothing really he can punish me with, technically speaking. Yeah, I mean, this is not particularly good. I mean, I don't even know what he's trying to do here. Like, is he trying to play around what exactly? This has flash. Like, if I have a make disappear, Syncopate, Dissipate, I can counter this in this turn and get my mana used. And this walks right into Sunfall. I think that's just a really, really bad play, actually. Like, I don't see any reason to do this. Alright, with 2 Beanstalks, things get really out of control. Every 5 mana card or more draws 2. Yeah, and because I have the engine, my opponent doesn't. I think this is... Oh, 3 cards? Jeez. I mean, at some point... gets a bit much, huh? Interesting. I'm almost tempted to just play another Sunfall. Nah. I mean, I draw 2. I just want to find 1 land. I think I'll play another one. No land. I think I just get rid of you. Use my removal. Lay on arms won't have any good targets anyways. This, if I play this, it's just gonna get syncopated or whatever. But I think that's fine. I'm okay with that. I have so many cards. I just want to play spells. Like, I'm gonna, you know, like, this is... I think this game is probably 90-10 for me to win at this point. 3, 6, 8 mana now. Could Sunfall, draw 3. Have Dissipate up. I mean, this is just ridiculous. And he can't even interact with it. Each of these are gonna draw me. You gotta be careful, 3 Beanstalk is in play, that you don't deck yourself. My goodness. Like, that is really the worry that I have here, that I could technically deck myself. Like, he's probably sitting on a bunch of answers for creatures and stuff, right? That's the deck. And my kill condition that is reliable, I guess, is the Wandering Emperor. Somewhat reliable. And because the Loch-Whale is not that reliable. Just gonna die to anything, really. I'm kind of thinking about Broker Charming that. Could also Dissipate it. I think I'm gonna just Charm it. This means that they could cast like a Leyline Binding now, draw an extra card. Okay. Maybe they don't have it. Another one. Huh. I think I'm gonna counter it actually. Like, this is how they get rolling, you know? I think this card is very important for them. Yeah. Could have just played a Leyline Binding. 2 mana, draw 3. It's like it opens up weird lines that you wouldn't do. Just play an empty Leyline Binding, draw 3. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he only plays 1 Mirrex, so Mirrex, of course, I would feel pretty comfortable if I had 2 in my deck, but like now, I don't know. Like if he just has a bunch of Sunfalls, I don't have enough counter spells. He has an Emperor, that's good. Could just play Binding to draw 3. Is that wild? I think I'm gonna do it because I kind of want to find more counter spells, and I think I don't need all these, you know, bindings. Otawara is interesting. Could use that to return my Loch-Whale. Okay, that all happens. Cool. I assume the Sunfall is gonna happen this turn. Just get rid of these 2. 26 cards in deck. Yeah. I'm gonna respond with an Emperor. So depending on what happens with this Emperor, I might want to bounce my Veil or not. I think at this point I'm okay with the Whale dying though. Like if the Emperor would have been countered, I might have just bounced my Whale there. So I have 7 mana, so I guess I'll just Deluge. Infinite cards. So take the Make Disappear. I guess take the Whale.
We must protect the people.
I mean, I know I could like cast Leyline Binding, draw more cards. But I'm getting a little afraid that we'll have too many cards. I think my opponent might have another Sunfall because what is their hand? Lay Down Arms maybe, Sunfall, Syncopate is an option, I guess. Can't be much else, I think. Maybe another Make Disappear. It's not a Whale. It's no Leyline Binding. It's no Beanstalk. They stopped making land drops, I believe, so they have spells in hand. So they're probably sitting on like Lay Down Arms, Sunfall, something like that. But yeah, the Emperor should get the job done, especially having Otawara and another Emperor. So they need like 3 ways to kill my Emperor. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Draw 3. Just stupid. There's a Syncopate, okay. I'm not gonna play that Beanstalk. Actually... Yeah, okay, fine. You have a whale. Could just put it back on top, redraw it. Could also bounce it. Oh, Syncopate. Syncopate's... What could go wrong, really? Draw. 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 Not a whale. You go to 2. I go to my ends. Have I played a land? Oh, I haven't. Okay. Late on arms. Spara, Beanstalk. Leyline Binding. Are we good? Another late on arms. Okay. So we're good because I just play whale and kill them. Draw another 3. I mean, we got down to 13 cards. You know, it wasn't that close in the end, but still something to think about. You know, like the way I always try to think about the things that, you know, make me lose when I'm in a position where I'm ahead, right? And in that position, the way I lose is if that happens. Yeah, if I just get decked out. Okay, March, late on arms, they all... I guess March can destroy the Beanstalk, huh? I like the Destroy Evil because it kills Seedshark and a Hullbreaker Horror and, you know, just kills both the threats and it just seems the best... be like the best interactive spell. It kills Beanstalk, Leyline Binding, all the creatures besides Emperor, I guess. Yeah, seems great. Okay, cool. All the sideboard is completely white. That's funny. The whale is kind of medium, I would say. Yeah, I'm not sure about the March. The Eternal Wonder is probably bad. Sunfall doesn't seem great. Yeah, the whale is probably not that great. And the super threatening card is Seedshark, and you really only have Make Disappear, Syncopate, Dissipate, Leyline Binding, and Destroy Evil. I mean, you do have answers. You could play March. I'm not sure. Like this, the 2-mana ability on this is just really not existent. But I guess the 6-mana side of it is not that bad. Just gets Make Disappeared or Syncopated though. Yeah. I mean, it looks fine. Looks fine like this. Let's go. Could play March or not. I don't see any card in my main deck right now that is like significantly better or worse. The Loch-Whale. I could cut the Loch-Whale, I think, and play 2 Marches. Maybe that's what you gotta do actually. It's like March does interact with the Beanstalk, and yeah. Tricky hand. And it does have Deluge, Beanstalk, you know. Some good cards. Gotta try it. Maybe it's too unnecessarily risky. They have the Beanstalk here. Yeah, this is the turn where you want to play Beanstalk as well, of course. I was really hoping for an untapped land. Alright. I'm just gonna draw 2 cards. Play an Emperor. Okay.
Now you've done it. That's coming off. May your blade strike true.
A bit of a medium tap there on Mirrex. Yeah, nah, that was the auto tap. I got him there a little bit.
We've got the end of this fight.
Maybe I should have just used my 3-mana card to destroy this and just hope to draw a land off the top. Like the Broker's Charm. It's too valuable to destroy these Beanstalks. Opponent doesn't even have Leyline Binding, they only have one basic land type. Leyline Binding on an Emperor is not that effective. Because it's like, it's just too vulnerable, I would say. They can blow it up. They have something they can do. Maybe they have March or Destroy Evil. But yeah, I guess at some point I have to get rid of the Emperor, so... Killing the tokens is just a short-term strategy.
Keep watch for intruders.
Wondering if I should Boseiju. The Beanstalk, give them a land. It also enables all their Leyline Bindings to be cheap. I think I won't. They'll Mirrex me. Yeah. Always so like Emperor is so bad against itself in a way. Like can't sneak it in there. It's just gonna die. Like I could have played it there, right? They were tapped low, but it's just gonna die. Now they always keep up mana. Like I have a tough time like catching back up here. Be in trouble. Like if I play the Emperor here, it's just gonna get countered. I don't have a good counter to counter back. But what else am I gonna do, you know? Cast Memory Deluge, fall further behind, they get up to 5 power. It resolves, okay. And I guess I'm lucky. And it looks like they have Memory Deluge, which... sorry, Leyline Binding is exactly what I meant. I could make Disappear that. Or I could just Leyline Binding it. Sorry, Boseiju it. Yeah, I'll probably just Boseiju it end of turn. Oh, no, that was a bit of a mistake. I should have let that resolve and target my guy first.
Years of training for this.
They have a march for the samurai. Maybe. But yeah, this is exactly what I mean. Like having Emperor on the Leyline Binding is a bit of a liability.
Run away. You'll be safer.
Yeah, maybe you want March. Also March dealing with like but March is just flexible. The Loch-Whale isn't really flexible. The Loch-Whale is just a 6/6 for 6. March does seem better. A lot better actually. Okay. Yeah, let's pump one of these. They didn't get a tap land, by the way. They could have gotten a tap land to then make their... You know, their thing cheaper. Yeah, they have the March still in the deck. I will have to counter that here because I have to gain the tempo. They have another one. Another March. Yeah, I'll also counter that. Okay. Yeah, both their marches were must counters for me, so I mean, looking not too bad. Okay, so if they want to keep the Emperor, they have to lose the Samurai. Alright. Okay. Sort of stabilized. Opponent's the first one to untap here. They have a shark, I'd be in trouble. Okay, that's probably trouble too. Okay, yeah, I mean... Okay. Annoying. They kept in Sunfall, huh? They have a little bit of a different sideboard approach, certainly, than I do.
Strike fast and strike.
Certainly make one here. I guess I'll just cast as well I can. No Dissipate or anything. Oh. Guess 1 and 1. Huh. Tempting to play the shark, get onto the board. Walks into another Sunfall, but I mean, will they have another Sunfall? We'll just get Leyline Binding. I think I have to use my mana at this point, I think. I can't, like, not do anything. They kept them late on arms as well. Crazy. What did they board out? Maybe all the whales? Their sideboard plan is certainly succeeding against me. But I mean, mainly they won this game, or they're winning this game because they were under play and I had a bit of a slow start. Kept a bit of a greedy hand, I guess. Like, them playing Beanstalk turn 2 and Wandering Emperor turn 4. Yeah, it was just exactly what you would be doing on the play. Okay, we have 2 lopsided games. One, my opponent winning by a mile. The other, I'm winning. Maybe you need Sunfall to reset, I guess. This is just wild. You better not have Wandering Emperor ever resolve. That's sort of what I'm learning here. Could just kill their guy. Probably a fine thing to do. I mean, I could also make a 2/2 then exile with Leyline Binding. Draw 2. Man, this is getting stupid now.
Keep watch for intruders.
Opponent's a bit bottlenecked on blue. Just 3 blue sources. Not activating Mirrex. Representing counterspell.
We've got the edge in this fight. I guess that's it then.
Three Beanstalks is just... They have 2, they have 3, this is gonna be stupid. It's gonna get wild. I really don't want to put an Emperor under my Leyline Binding, it just doesn't sound like a good idea. What is going on in their hand? They haven't played a land, have they? Loch-Whale. Hopefully they just have a Syncopate. They could have Negate, I guess, as well. Dissipate or Negate would be good for them here. Okay, resolves. That was good. So they kept in Loch-Whale as well. What did they board out then? Yikes. I'll just stroke it. I don't know. Like, using a stroke for that is aggressive, but it does kill the Emperor. This is gonna take forever, guys. This is gonna take forever. Okay. I just use my make disappear while I can. Maybe this will come down to decking? I'm afraid the Mirrex... Okay. They just... I'm wondering, what did they board out? Maybe the counter spells? Maybe Syncopate? Interesting. I feel like this approach is more reasonable on the play, but pretty bad on the draw. Like when I have a much easier time holding up counter magic, I'm just gonna punish them with all my cheap counters if they have like turn of Wanderer in the deck. And all these spot removal spells. Like these all become so much worse when you're behind, when you're not like ahead on board. It's like if I just get rid of your Beanstalk, you get stuck with Sunfalls, Leyline Arms, and Marches in your hand. Like clunky Eternal Wanderer, it's just not gonna be good for you. Sure, they are good like when your opponent tries to has to get onto the board to attack your planeswalkers and stuff, right? Then they're good, but I don't know. I'm gonna dissipate me here. No. Fiend's Tower cycling. So they have used 2 Leyline Bindings. I can't let the Wanderer sit around, unfortunately. So I think I'll have to make a move here. And I also use the window of opportunity to just get this Emperor down, exile this. Maybe this will really come down to decking.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
Crazy. Okay, yeah.
This ends today. Show them the edge of your...
I don't have that much spot removal is the problem. I'm probably just gonna die. I have counter spells, but I can't deal with repeated... I have Hullbreaker Horror, I guess, in my deck. Oh man, yeah.
We'll finish this later.
Mirrex. Ay. Just take the negate. Maybe the Emperor is better than the Whale too. I'm down to 21, my opponent's down to 21 cards. Opponent has more beanstalks than I do. Maybe that's a liability in the end. Like, when do you stop drawing cards? Also a question. Maybe this was wrong to Memory Deluge because now I'm susceptible to Syncopate. Like, if I just pass, not do Memory Deluge, yeah. Like, Memory Deluge isn't even that important, likely, because Card advantage at this point isn't really the name of the game. Yeah, now they can do this. I can stroke, but then they can make disappear. So this was just all bad. I basically enabled, yeah, I shouldn't have Memory Deluged. But this is something that you kind of intuitively you want a Memory Deluge, right? Because you want to resolve it. So you're low on cards, but then you realize something you learn by making the mistake, I guess. Yeah, now if I Disdainful Stroke, they can use another Syncopate for cheap. But if I don't do anything, am I gonna win? Yeah, this was just heinous plays. But I have game 3 that I can win, so that's good. I just killed myself by casting that Memory Deluge. Just made both these soft counters that are pretty terrible in the late game into actual playable cards. Oh, sometimes I can't believe. Yeah, okay. I learning by doing. Learning by doing. And now I also would have liked to have the Emperor. All this played out, but I guess I couldn't have foreseen all of this. Super frustrating though. Super frustrating. Super frustrating. Super unnecessary. Just super unnecessary. Super loose play, and then, you know, could have foreseen that if I just use my brain. I mean, it's not gonna happen ever again, playing this matchup, but yeah, I guess first time. There's excuses to be made. And again, like the way you can really get ahead in the late game, I think, is by not having to run into these counterspells, by playing around them. But both these times, I mean, I guess I could have just not cast Memory Deluge at all again. Maybe I made the same mistake twice here. Just don't do it. I was sort of looking. What was I even looking for? I think I'm just playing horrible. I think I'm just making the same mistake twice, I think. Just this... deservingly will lose this game. So I have 4, 6, 10, 13 mana, so I can go 10 and then instead of Syncopate for 1.
Remember your training.
Can't even respond to that with a spell. Yeah, you got me. I guess I can cycle into something. Yeah, I just threw this game away hard. Like, I just like, oh, that's pretty good. Doesn't really matter. If they have another counter, I can Syncopate for 1. Huh, maybe I have a chance. Okay, they don't have another counter. Might just deck myself. They also have the horror in their deck, I assume. So that's also a problem. Okay, interesting. I have an Emperor under the Leyline Binding, which is interesting. They also have another Eternal Wanderer here. Seedshark. Okay. They have what? Another, okay, Sparas. Sure. Down to 13. Okay, wow. Crazy game. Lay on arms. I'm just gonna do this and draw some cards, see what I find. Down to 11. Find a negate, I'm gonna negate the late on arms, I would think. Now I could play Emperor, bounce the shark. I think I'm okay with this. I have another shark in hand. And now I have Syncopate and Emperor at my disposal. You can always Syncopate for 0 with a horror. Yeah, okay, this is kind of awkward. They kept all the late on arms. What did they board out? They didn't bring in Disdainful Stroke?
Now you've done it. That's coming off. Guards, to me.
They have one more Leyline Binding in their deck. I have 0. Okay, there's horror. Now the game's gonna get funky. But like the problem is that if they have horror first, I'm in trouble because when I try to resolve horror, I lose. Maybe I should have just let my shark die and then pass. Like, yeah, now it's gonna be really difficult to win, I guess. It's like I probably won't be able to resolve anything. Like, I won't be able to resolve my horror any longer.
Keep watch for intruders.
Can try to play the shark first and see what happens. I don't even have any spells to get tokens with the shark.
Let your blade do the talking.
I have kind of nothing left in my deck either. I have one more Emperor, 5 lands, 2 Beanstalks, Negate. Bones down to 8, I'm at 10 cards. Yeah.
Guards, to me.
No attacks. I'm at 10, you're at 8. Mirrex.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
They have another Emperor in their deck. They have 2 more Emperors in their deck. Okay, then I probably don't want to attack. Weird. What's happening here? What's the game plan? They're not attacking with this. What does that mean? Like, why are you not attacking with this thing?
Remember your training.
Huh, wow. You're going for it. So now that they're drawing cards, I think I can go for more cards as well. They can't let that resolve. What? Either my opponent is not like, what's going on here? So I have 7 cards, they are going to 4 cards. I mean, at this point, you draw 3 when you cast this Emperor's, this Horror again, so you kind of die when you do that. Counting the Syncopate, sure, just to get my Horror back. Sure, I could play this, draw 2 more cards. Bounce something, but I would then be behind on cards. No, I would go to 5 and they would go to 4 cards. And I draw, then they draw. So I'd be actually ahead on cards. Is that worth? Probably not. I'd rather cast a Horror again. This is post-combat, by the way. They attacked with the 8-9. I won't flip it because I don't want to have it die to, I don't know, Sunfall or whatever. I guess Sunfall they can't cast at this point, but late on arms. They didn't even activate the Mirrex. So I have 6 cards, they have 3. So I can cast my Horror 1 more time. They can't. They can do it, but they would die. They can bounce their own creature. Oh, you don't control, so they can't. Well, I can't believe I'm winning this. I don't know, I feel like my opponent must have messed up somewhere, somehow. Should I play Horror here? Is there any downside for me to do so? And my opponent can't play theirs anymore. So what do I do against mine, you know? Syncopate, okay. So I'm at 4, they're at 3 cards. They die 1 turn earlier than I do. They can't cast anything that costs more mana. They can have another Loch-Whale. They can have Emperor to kill this. So I'm just not gonna attack with it, I guess. Like, I don't know how I'm losing this game. They have 2 Emperors in hand, likely. 1 Leyline Binding. Nay, they used their last Leyline Binding. They have that, okay. Don't really care. That doesn't do it. It kills a Might, sure. No, they can't cast it, they die. That's fine. Yeah, I think I win. It's like... Later on arms, I guess, on my Horror would be annoying. But then I can just play Emperor, bounce the Horror. I guess that doesn't do one. Yeah, it would just die at that point. They have another one. That's funny. Yeah, maybe I punted by playing the Horror. Maybe it was just unnecessary. Just don't randomly want to die. So I think I'm gonna use my Syncopate for 0. And I could bounce the Leyline Binding, I guess. Get my Shark back. That's actually smart, isn't it? Because they cannot use the Leyline Binding anymore. They will just die. Crazy game. I could have made them pay free at least, but whatever. So now I'm at 9. They have to kill me in 2 turns. Free, I guess. But I have quite the good defense system.
Keep watch for intruders.
Eiganjo Emperor can make a 4/4 and kill a thing. Like, it's gonna be difficult to win. They can't cast Sunfall. I think I got this. Negate, that should lock it up. They can like cast 2 Emperors, make 2 more Samurais end of turn or something like that. Oops, no attacks. Yeah, in the end it came down to decking, huh? I think my opponent had the option. Like when they bounce my Horror on the stack, if they keep doing that with like Syncopates or whatever, I just can't win. So either they really didn't have anything to do, or they messed up there. Because you when you have a Horror in play first, and then you have enough spells, you just always... Oh wow. That's pretty spicy. Probably should negate that. It will kill my board. Damn. Yeah, true. I didn't think about that. They also might have Destroy Evil. They haven't played it yet. Okay. Well, leave me with a Might. Alright, this is getting interesting now. This is definitely getting interesting. Make Disappear counter. Okay. I will pay. I can pay that. I have plenty of mana. The more Samurais they lose, the harder it will be to kill me. Do they have a negate left? They used the Dissipate. They used 1 negate, so they should have another negate or 2 more. There's 2 in the sideboard, right? They haven't seen a Disdainful Stroke. Maybe they just didn't board it. Okay, that happened. I negated back and it worked. You're saying you have not boarded in the 2 negates? Or this is one of them and you haven't bought in the 3rd negate, I guess? Or you're not choosing to use it? I don't know what's going on, but I'm happy about it. I guess I should have just made a 2/2 there. Because I have another Emperor anyways coming.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Stay away for them to make me draw. Draw first. This is crazy. What a crazy game. Yeah, you're gonna die. Alright. Wow. Amazing. Holy shoot. Crazy stuff. What a first game. Wow. Wild. The mirror match. Okay. Alright. Okay, that's a great hand. Missing a little bit of plains action here for the later odds, but otherwise pretty awesome stuff. 56%, brother. How did you get to that number? I think I've never seen someone that low. Yeah. Alright, that was a crazy first game. Holy cow. Beanie, beanie, beanie. Alright. Raffine's tower, perhaps just as the mid-range Okay. I hope it's not another mirror match, please. Oh no, please, really? Are you serious? Are you telling me I'm playing the mirror match again? Oh my god. Everybody's just like, oh my god, this is a new sweet deck, let's play it, let's try it. It could just be ramp, I guess. I will play as if it's the mirror match. I will just main phase my Emperor here and pass it on. If this is the mirror match, I'm a little bit in trouble, I would say, with my hand. But I do have the Emperor and the Beanstalk, so... Okay, it is just ramp. Good. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. I could technically Sunfall and make a Samurai, is that better? I get a 2-2, make a 2-2, basically. I don't know. I think I just do this. Oh no, my opponent has the binding. Really? No? Not using it? Maybe they just put a stop? Okay, it's not the mirror match. It is just ramp. Whew. Okay, they do have the Sunfall. Sunfall is super annoying, actually. Okay, I kind of messed up here. Huh? I should have played around Sunfall. If I go Sunfall, they... Now my Emperor just dies. Damn it. Okay, yeah, I guess I regret my choices there. I should have just also tapped wrong there. Should have left up a blue in case I draw Dissipate, exactly. Maybe it's Eli Cassie's deck? The domain control deck? Oh, does it play Seedshark actually main deck? I'm not sure. You know what? I think I'm just gonna aggressively use my Leyline Binding here. Should have done it, of course, 4 blocks. Maybe this is wrong, I don't know. But I just want to draw into stuff. I want to find more cards. Not I can just resolve an Atraxa. They don't have it. They have Emperor, they have a kill spell, they have the Loch-Whale. Okay, so it's some sort of hybrid control ramp deck. Didn't make a land drop. Up the Beanstalk, I'm gonna counter that. Nah. Shadows of Change. They have Syncopate themselves, okay. Okay. They drew Leyline Binding, maybe. Okay. Yeah. Okay. How did they take my Beanstalk? Sure. Could play the land. Don't think I want to. I already have 8 in play. 9 actually. Another shark. 2 cards in hand. That resolved rather quickly. Okay, let's cycle, maybe find a beanstalk. Huh. Oh, okay. Sure, I don't have Syncopate out, but I still have the Sunfall and probably okay this way. I mean, Atraxa could get me here, I guess. Maybe I should have played around Atraxa. I could just Emperor this. How much mana would that cost me? 4 and then 2 more. So I would have exactly 4 left. I have 3, 8, 11 mana, 6. So I would be able to draw 2 cards. Okay, then I just Emperor it. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. I still have the counter spell. I used my Emperor to kill their whale. This is just perfect. Yeah, whale a little vulnerable to Emperor then, in that regard.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Again, Mirrex would be the killer in these matches. Thinking about Esper control, and then Mirrex. I think at this point I will play lands because I have like draw 2s here in my hand. And this also cheapens my Leyline Binding down to 3 mana. Bit loose on the tapping here. That's okay. Yeah, the player who has the beanstalks going is usually the one who's going to win, I would guess. And now we can get another beanstalk if we want.
We've got the edge in this fight.
They have Emperor. They have Whale. I'm wondering if I should make Disappear just to have this fizzle. I think it's fine. Like if they go for a whale end of turn here, I can just make Disappear the whale. No? Okay. Sunfall. Yeah, I think it's fine to counter that. Oh, I'm down to 24 cards again. Gotta be careful here. And these there's the Mirrex, that's important. Yeah, I gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. I'm gonna cycle a little bit more, come on. But I won't play another beanstalk likely. Had enough of those.
We must protect the people.
Yep. Happy to just be able to use my make Disappear. Although what would they even get rid of? The Emperor? Okay. Boseiju. $18 cards. Again, I gotta be a little careful. But I think that should be okay. Jeez. Oof. At free loyalty. Huh. Didn't expect that.
The weak-minded will be educated in Phyrexia's ways.
Do I play a mill tree? I draw 1, so I can kill the Jays. I'm down to 15 now. Jace is scary. I lost my Dissipate now. Still have a Negate in my deck. Virtue of Persistence. Oh. What am I doing? That was a punt. I should have just used a veil. Ugh. I was like, I was so in my head on casting this for 6 mana, I completely forgot the 2 mana side of the card. Man, that was an oops. What would this cost me? Okay, come on. Okay.
Strike fast and strike hard.
We could get rid of the beanie. I think I'm okay though. I think I just keep the Leyline Binding for like a blocker or something. Breach. Huh. Shit. Yeah, that can't resolve. That was their game plan, huh? Alright. They could have breached back the Jays. Yeah, that would have done it. Okay, another crazy control mirror. Alright. Host Shark, Deluge, Horror, Counterspells, Destroy Evil. So they're a little different, huh? They're playing some Planeswalkers. Planeswalkers are tough for this deck to deal with. And a bunch of Sharks in a main deck already. They don't... I mean, they have Syncopate. 1 Syncopate they showed me. Uno Syncopate. So maybe I can afford to play this. Should be pretty good, right? It was good in that last pseudo mirror match. In that last actual mirror match. This is a pseudo mirror match. Maybe kind of make disappear. I'll be fine. I mean, I have Seedsharks. I like the cheap counter spells. I just feel comfortable with cheap counters. You play your big cards, I play my cheap cards. I'm gonna win. Although, I guess now in a Beanstalk world, you just play the big card and draw a card, and then you win that way. Okay. Reasonable hand. Just the issue, the Beanstalk is sort of the new bank buster, right? Because it slips through the 2-mana counterspell. Oh, my opponent doesn't have the Beanstalk. Shark? Shark would be good too. I have Shark, okay. Okay. It's an interesting mana base. 4-mana card. I think Negate is better than Stroke against my opponent. I don't think they have a Traxa. Maybe that was loose. Maybe that was loose. Loose play. So this is a really bad card against Syncopate specifically. So I'm gonna try to play around Syncopate a little bit. Especially when they don't hit land drops. Okay, now we can just play the Mirrex game. Mirrex, I don't know. I would look to play another Mirrex in this deck. This card is just so good. In these control mirrors, just like what these domain decks, they don't have an answer to Mirrex. They don't. They run all the answers in the world, Leyline Binding, Sunfalls, but not an answer to Mirrex usually. Boseiju, like one Boseiju. My opponent's just gonna die to it, sitting on a bunch of 1-for-1 answers, maybe missing a color. I guess my opponent doesn't even, what green cards? I guess Beanstalk, yeah. But yeah, I'm not seeing any desire to play any Memory Deluge. Like, it's probably just gonna get countered, and then what do I have from that? Mirrex all day long. Beautiful. Are you gonna start casting your Leyline Bindings? Yep. It's fine. You can do that. Another one? No? The power of Mirrex, ladies and gentlemen. First, sure. I've been on a play in all games, huh? Shipwreck Marsh. Debatable if you want to play the planes there, actually, because... Nah, I mean, I'm gonna turn ahead, so it's fine. It's like Late on Arms wants you to have... Oh! Not seen you in a while. Could Eiganjo? Probably just use my Late on Arms on that for later. Kaito. Ugh. At least, actually I have a pretty good tempo play here. I can get rid of the Kaito and then kill the Mastermind with my Emperor. Okay, main phasing it. What's up with that? Oh, playing against fairies. I see. You have another ego drain? No. Looks like they have something. Maybe they have the fencing, huh? Fairy fencing. Yeah, looks like it. Or cut down, I guess. Deep in the tank here. Just defensing.
I have got new moves to teach you.
And a Mirrex. They played the first good card. No, they played Kaito Fire. They have good cards. They have good cards.
We must protect the people.
I'm not sure if I should play Eiganjo. I probably should. Just because I didn't have Make and Mirrex. I think losing the Emperor isn't that bad here, as long as I have Mirrex going. I mean, I would have countered that if I didn't have the Leyline Arms, but I do, so...
Until
Just keeping a counter for something like a Shield Rid. Huh, perfect. Could actually not play the Leyline Arms. Let's attack first, I guess. And then use my Emperor, but then I guess they can Mirrex my Emperor, perhaps. Yeah, I think I just use this. Okay. Whenever you attack with one or more fairies. Compare this card to Raffine, right? Like this is Raffine in very, very light. Very light. Light edition of Raffine. Raffine at home. Oh man. They have Spell Stutter as their last card. Looks like it. I can just pay for that. Oh man. Mirrex is so broken. Like, I'm surprised that Mirrex didn't see more play at Worlds. I feel like decks had it, right? But it wasn't like a dominant factor. I don't know. It always performs so well for me in these control decks, especially. Maybe it's just too slow. Like if everybody slams like 6-7 drops and Virtue of Loyalties and whatever, and Esper mid range, and has always mana to do it, and I guess it's just a bit slow. There is Smite seems good. Sunfall doesn't seem that great here. Shark probably good. As is Deluge maybe. Cut a Whale. Broker's Charm. Negate, Syncopate, March, Leyline Arms. Dissipate is perhaps expensive. Maybe play another Negate. I'm really afraid of Kaito. I have 6 mana, 6 2-mana counter spells. Probably should be alright. Yeah, intuitively I would add another Memory Deluge to the main deck. Yeah, I don't know. Or like add another Mirrex. Over like a Yavimaya Coast or something. Okay. Well, I guess there's an awkwardness with Mirrex. I can cast my Beanstalk. And then I have March. Maybe down the line Leyline Binding. I'll keep it. I'll just need 1 Triumph. Come on. Am I too greedy with my keeps on 7? Maybe. If they do rest me here, I'd have to parry, okay. Well, Never didn't have it. Easy peasy, easy game. And Mirrex is perfect as the green source as well, because you don't need much green. You just need turn 2 green. That's all you need, right? So just 1-time green and then all blue white lands, you good. One has the counter spell. Alright, they do. Kaito time. Alright.
Get in, get out. Bet you can't catch us.
Okay, maybe I was too greedy with playing my Beanstalk turn 2 there. I don't know, I got super punished. Counterspell into the worst play I could have made. I have another counterspell. The God Draw from the Fairies deck. The God Draw. Can't beat the God Draw. Can't beat the best of the best.
Whoops, you caught me.
Oof.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadow.
Typical control problems. Losing to cheap threats. And Liliana of the Veil, of course, the Bane. Again, like, sorry to say, Greg, but I think this one is a bit of a. You're the control master, so you can play with anything, but I think this deck is just worse than Esper control. Beanstalk is fun and all, but it's too much of a sacrifice what you're going through here. The mana base, too many tap lands. You know, lay down arms. It's a bit of a hit or miss. Sometimes can be pretty awkward when you don't have enough planes in this deck, which happens. And then you don't have Shieldred's Edict, you don't have Void Rend. Like those cards are just must-haves these days because there are a lot of Planeswalkers. And yeah, so Leyline Binding does deal with Planeswalkers, but you know, it leaves back an enchantment as well. Opponent just completely finessing me here. Damn, this is some serious nastiness. How do I even win here? How do I get out of this? I have to draw. I think it starts with a Leyline Binding. Okay, so I take 4. Let me discard my planes. I draw Leyline Binding. Exile the Lily, draw into maybe another Leyline Binding. Yeah, Beanstalk allows you to. If I draw Binding here, that'd be pretty good too. Beanstalk does allow you. Okay, so now they can ultimate on me. Yeah. Okay, I'll just concede. I won't let them play out the ultimate. That's gonna be enough to kill me. Okay. Yeah. So the things that I lose to, I guess, are the counters, the Planeswalkers. So I should probably just play Negates. I didn't know about their list. I knew that they had Kaito. I didn't know they had also Lily. But yeah, that's certainly the vulnerability of my deck. Okay, that's a nice hand. And like now, post-board, how many cards I have that even trigger the Beanstalk? I have the Binding, then I have March for X equals more, and that's it, right? I don't play Sunfall no more. I don't have the Loch-Whale. I have Syncopate, I guess. I mean, having your Leyline Binding cycle is pretty good. It makes it a 2-mana divination, and then from there on it, you know, gets better and better and better. So I'm not saying it's like bad or anything. Okay, I think I'll just go with this. So if they have a Mastermind, I would not have countered it because I really can't afford to lose. Oh, that's a painful mana base. Really can't afford to lose to a Planeswalker. Don't really worry about the Thief. We're not doing nothing, so they're sitting on counterspells, I would guess. Maybe on a Planeswalker. Maybe they want to play until they have 5 mana. Then do both. Oh, Mirrex is a nice one. Just always nice. Always exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah. If they have the Vandal, would be a little annoying. So I guess I can Emperor after they block. And again, they might not have Vandal. Activate. Could play Emperor, kill the thief now. Kind of like these small incremental trades. Like, if I didn't have the binding, I maybe wouldn't do this because I'd rather keep up the counter magic. But because I have binding, I could have also drawn a card first before even doing this to have more information. But because I have binding, I feel pretty comfortable doing this. They have fencing, yeah. Like if they slam a Shieldred or whatever, or Kaito, I can just binding it. Lily. Yep. They have Lily and Kaito, that'd be pretty good, I guess.
Distractions. Let's make this quick. I'm tired of your secrets.
Otawara goes. Damn it. Ah! Maybe it's too unnecessary if they're wandering over. Maybe I get myself into an unnecessary pickle here. That's so frustrating. Alright, yeah, why did I play the Emperor there? Oh, that was just so unnecessary, right? Like, it's the value guy in me. If I don't play Emperor, I mean, they have a 1/1, who cares? Who cares about the Dream Thief? I just took this game and like, threw it in the bin yet again. I mean, I got super punished by them having exactly both Kaito and Lily, but I mean, I didn't do anything for a lot of turns, and again, there was no reason whatsoever for me to risk it there. Just a huge flaw in my own game of me playing like I did. Huge flaw. Like, really bad place. Well, I gotta live with myself, unfortunately. No, a bit harsh. No, I take that back, of course. Yeah, I'll make a samurai, and then I guess I kill the Lily. I guess I could have done this first and draw a card, yeah. A little bit out of sequence. And now I just have to play against an active Kaito that I could have easily countered if I wanted to. With all my Mary's counterspells. Oh man. Yeah, no, I certainly made this game a lot more difficult for myself than it needed to be. Ego drain. This will actually use the fight mode here. Kind of funny. Just destroy that. Italian's Messenger, attack the Kaito. And then from there I'm in a pretty good spot.
no secret I can't uncover.
Could even march. Now I have the option again to kill the ninja. Oh man. Yeah, come on. I can't learn from it. Okay, they gave up. So it was the correct play. Alright, well. Finessed myself out of it with a Broker's Charm fight mode there. Yeah, I mean, I just had to beat a Kaito. If they didn't have an answer to the Samurai, which they didn't have another fencing, then I can just attack down the Kaito, which is nice. Target creature or Planeswalker. Even would have... I could have then made a Mirrex token and then just charm away the Planeswalker. So I guess I would have been fine away. Anyway, Broker's Charm. The Planeswalker removal you didn't know you needed. Okay, well, that was Greg Orange's Blue-Eye Control deck. Hit or miss? I think this is more of a miss. Certainly a fine deck, not something like that's absolutely terrible or anything. It has a functioning plan. It works all well together. You can see that Greg put a lot of time into this. But I, for myself, with my knowledge of the format, I don't think this is better than Esper Control on average. It might be a little bit better here and there in some matchups. But I think Esper Control just has the broader and better way of answering things, and 4 Memory Deluge is just the truth. I think the Beanstalk is not as good as just playing straight up Memory Deluge. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so that's what I got for you. Let me know in the comments what world stacks you are excited about. What do you think has been, the standout deck from the tournament? And yeah, I might do a video on it. All right, guys. See you soon. Thanks for watching.